Hello, everyone, and welcome to Countless Heroes, a crazy 16-player West Marches style campaign where I, Logan, take on 6 of my players at a time and forget to mute Twitch and can only hear myself talking at me with about a 5-second delay right now, and it's really obnoxious.
I mean, hello, Logan.
That's so much better. Hello, players. How are you?
Hello, Logan.
Hey.
Hi, nerd.
What's wrong with my name tag?
What?
No, it's right. It just looks weird up on the screen. All right. And hello to our wonderful audience. Hello, everyone. Matthew, Autumn.
My loves. How
Player.
Hello.
Gang's all
some very
The
Let us
gang's
talk-
the gang is all here.
The gang's
There's
all
music
here.
playing. So
Let's. I don't think the gang is all here because we only got 5 players. We're still waiting for Zach to get here. He's on his way back to his place, so he can be here on the thing.
I
to do
have
the
played
Gang
5 other
except for Zach.
characters since I've played Syl last.
Wow.
I got all sorts of stuff in my head right now.
God, that's a mood, Ange.
The good news is you're a barbarian.
Let us.
Woo! That's really
yeah.
good news.
Let us speak very quickly about our sponsors so we can make sure that everyone understands who pays for all this wonderful stuff besides me. Let's talk about World Anvil, the most robust world building and campaign management software that exists on the internet today. You can go and try it out with a free account, or you can, and then after you fall in love with it, you can go and sign up to be a guild member at any of the amazing tiers, which adds a ton more customization options and allows you to make it look pretty and just makes it look top notch. So go check out World Anvil right now and light up that forge. That was a quick one. That was very quick. And then Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice is a manufacturer of dice and dice accessories. They make metal dice, polymer dice. They have their own custom colorways. They have their own trademarked sets of dice. The designs on them. That's the Mythica that Owen has there. That is the standards that Mari has. That is mostly standards of Mythica, and the originals that Oshin has, one of the originals. Anyway, they're amazing. Go take a look at them. DieHardDice.com. If you want to pick up a beautiful set for yourself, you can use the coupon code DRP. Nope, that's not the right one. You can use the coupon code Countless Heroes, all one word, and that will get you 15% off your first or next order. So if you want to roll with the best, roll with Die Hard Dice.
They also have pride dice for those of us
so
who
much.
are
I think
very in the
somebody
LGBT
had one,
community.
I thought.
I have a
I
set.
have- I
Is
have
that the
one.
Scorched
Okay.
Rainbow set?
The
I
Scorched
have-
Rainbow, but I think
I
they have
have,
they have a polymer. They're coming out with a polymer rainbow set now too.
Yeah, with a specific
They also have
I'm probably gonna.
two real quick. They have 2 amazing products that I really want that I have not had a chance to pick up yet. One is the Dire D20s, which we finally got to see the size of. They are gigantic 25 millimeter D20s, and then they have the brand new Scroll of Rolling, which is
Yay.
I want
leather
it so
roll
bad.
dice case that rolls out to be a rolling tray. It is incredible. It is awesome. It's beautiful. Go take
It comes in black and like a parchment shade, which is very nice.
And
I want the parchment ones in
I
red.
hope that they find a way to start doing like images on them. It'd be very cool to have like our logo or something.
have like
Oh
a
my
spell,
or have a
or like a
scroll.
spell
Yes.
book or something.
I would want like a
That
map.
would be cool.
I'd want a map for like Nate, even though like I'm not gonna be
I
playing for much
can't-
longer. I'd want a map.
But
They,
we need
Kaden,
to talk to Die Hard because being
the
able to print a
Christmas
map on
present.
that scroll would be awesome.
Oh yes.
the Christmas present Mari got Nathan with all the flowers.
And I think that Matthew has an amazing new slogan: "Be gay by dice."
I do both. Yes, thank you.
I
Thank
am
you.
be gay,
agree.
crime, and by dice. I do all 3.
You do both.
I am.
You do
You
both.
I-
You do gay. You do be gay,
Yeah.
My favorite. It's my favorite.
and I do buy dice. I don't do the be
Being
gay.
gay is my. Being gay is my favorite verb.
You're talking about. Come
This is the kind of game you're in for tonight, everyone.
More like
Be
gay.
gay.
We're
So
on a-
he
we're on a
gay,
mo-
she
we're
gay,
ju-
they gay. Is that what I'm? Is that how we conjugate?
Yeah.
Be gay.
Y'all gay.
Y'all
Okay,
gay?
we
Mostly that,
conjugate.
yeah.
Wait,
Conjugate.
guys.
We
conjugate and we're
conjugate. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not.
Of course you're
You
not.
shouldn't be.
How can one be ashamed when one has
Oh,
no?
I thought you meant about. Never mind.
No, I am loud, proud, and very queer. I don't know why I would ever you would
You
ever.
just also happened to still dab in the year 2019.
Yes, I
Yeah.
fucking do.
Caden is going to be dabbing when he's 80.
You
gonna
fucking
be
know it.
amazing.
Oh, my hip.
You doubt my I say that.
That's fair. That's really fair.
Uh-oh.
I'm a
More gifts.
22-year-old. We have gifts.
Well, somebody's making
Oh
gifts.
no,
God.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Good. Hi, Chelsea. How's the weather down there?
I thought Chelsea left. I was like, oh, we'll just
I-
wait for Chelsea to get.
Wifey, I love you, Mrs.
Ooh.
Mari EXE has stopped working.
Yeah, I make the character.
I can
No.
recap.
Who would like to read?
Matthew, are you
read
also
my mind.
also getting a gif of Chelsea? Because that's a
I can recap because I agreed to do it because Chelsea was dead, and she was the other one that was. We met up to begin plotting bringing the ship down, and oh no, before that we pulled from the hag bag, and Mari pulled a white dragon's egg, and so Callie has it now. And after that, we went to Pimbles to discuss the fact that he can bring the city down, and he's working on filling these barrels with something that we break inside the city, and then that brings it down. So the show of force is being worked on. He mentions that things that go through that portal don't survive, so we check to see, and so things that are pulled out of the bag probably don't survive. So we try to see if the dragon is still alive. We think it might be, and it might just be humanoids that die, but we're not sure. Callie will eventually find out. If she becomes a dragon mother, then we will know.
When you're
So-
done, I have a question regarding that egg.
We decide to test out if living things can pass through the portal by taking one of Callie's chickens to the portal, one that was already slated to be made to be dinner, and have it hop through, because it was already slated to be dinner. It was one that lived in the temple. There's a lot
We
of
didn't like it
justification.
either.
We didn't like
We
it.
didn't like it either.
Holy chicken.
So it didn't have a name. It's fine. So we
He was a devout fowl.
Tried to make it have a name.
yeah.
Tried to make it
Yes.
have a fucking name.
Yeah.
He went
to
to
be-
I didn't ask for its name.
He just
Yeah,
tried to find its
I just wanted
personality
its
because we thought we
personality
were
was
walking
like-
with it for an hour. So
No one paid attention.
we sat around the portal, cast Beast Sense. Oshin finally cast Beast Sense on the chicken, and as we were about to send the chicken through, eight of the cylinders showed up and blew up the building around the portal and killed all the guards, and we had to fight them. So after that, we are sort of recouping from fighting 8 of the cylinder, and a white nocturne shows up and removes his mask, and it's Donovan, who destroys a block of the city, and including Mari's shop, and he starts to gear up to blow up more of the city. So the people that are left are Saldana uses word of recall to take them to the knowledge temple. Oshin had taken off running by then, just dipped. So it's everybody else, and everybody parts ways, and Saldana stays with her dad's that night. And early in the morning, Javea comes by and tells her that she's planning on going with the Queen Saldana to the other world, even though she knows what's going to happen, and as basically like they assumed they know over there too because Callie threw one of the cylinder through the portal and he was on the other side dead. So they assumed that's why he died. So they have plans for that. She says goodbye to Saldana. She goes by and says goodbye to Lark and Jastra. Lark walks her to the portal where Saldana is waiting to see her off. And before she leaves, she gives Saldana one of the wooden discs that she has that she breaks and something happens. And Saldana eventually breaks it, and her little Pegasus foal comes out, and she has her little Pegasus foal again. And that's what happened.
I will say when Callie yeeted the cylinder member into the portal, she literally yeeted him. So it could have been from fall damage. We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know
just
why,
chucked
but
him.
Sometimes
wasn't
you just
alive.
gotta yeet. Much like Oshin from that situation, apparently.
Or she was like, bye, bitch.
Honestly, that's a whole ass
Nocturne
mood.
showed up. This has been the entire campaign, and Nocturne shows up, and Oshin is down the street. That's exactly
No,
how
I
Fuck this
understand
shit,
the
I'm
whole
out.
campaign. Literally.
Do you think I'm blaming him? No.
I have nothing if not consistent.
Oshin wanted to originally name Amy Felicia so he could be like, bye.
I dipped from Amy too. I was like, I saw Amy and took off. Like that's like a running theme. But yeah,
Yoshi's the one that's
Literally.
gonna survive.
Literally a running theme.
So many
very
people
strong
stand in front of
sense
the
of self.
horrible weapon that's about to hit them. Oshin's like, nope, I'm out.
Guys,
Oh,
Oshin is
oh.
the only sane one amongst us. You realize that, right?
And yet some people in the party haven't died yet. Huh.
Fuck off!
We're
That
working
was
on
not
that.
my fault. I did not.
Hey.
I
Well,
see
then-
2 original
that's-
character designs in this game right now.
You know what?
Because I'm putting the bullseye on you too, Joe. I'm not the only one getting targeted.
Oh no.
Hey,
That-
listen.
You're coming with me.
Nathan looks
You are
different 'cause
coming
he
with
got
me.
an eye.
I think
Nathan doesn't even
Sorry.
look like his character art now. He doesn't look like
that's
that.
true. Yeah,
He has
I think
both his
Owen's
eyes
lost
and short hair.
enough off camera already. I think we need to give. Owen
no,
a break.
I can take more.
All right. Well,
Hey, no, leave him
Fuck
alone.
no,
leave
let
him alone.
Owen be. Okay, I know it's never gonna happen, but can we
us
pretend
alone.
Owen's happy? Can we at least pretend Owen's happy, please?
I mean, he's
it's
doing that.
Like, it's a little bit too late, isn't it?
Oh,
like leveling the city with his
Wow.
dads. I think it's a little bit too late for that.
Joseph, why would you say that in the house?
That was some dark shit. In
Yeah.
front of my salad.
Listen, I want to yeet myself into this campaign. Caden to just go up to Owen, hold his face, and yell, "Oh my God,
Who the hell are you?
We're not playing that game today.
the future love of your life!" Apparently,
all right.
No.
We had no idea.
The queen shirt wasn't a giveaway. Can you get a queen shirt in that font, but like an
Gotta
R
kill him.
instead of an N? Do you think that would
be-
like?
I would.
That
wear
would
the
be
shit out
really
of that.
I need that. I
That would be
need
very
that as
cool.
I'm
because first of all,
about to
Queen's-
have someone make that for me.
no, I need that.
I know
Also,
people who can do that.
I know every
I'm a person that can do that. But all right.
It should be the heraldry
Logan,
emblem.
please. Logan, can you make it look
Send me your
just like this
size.
with an R? I'm a
Child
small. No, fuck off! I'm an adult small, adult medium.
That's a Venn diagram. That's a really robust Venn diagram. Child, medium, and adult.
Child, extra large, and adult small. Very much.
No, fitting in child's
I know,
clothes
'cause I-
is- fitting in child's clothes is fine
Un-
because then it's cheaper. I wish I fit child's.
True.
No, literally, I have to buy children's shoes because my feet are too
When
small for
did I
adult
lose
shoes.
control of this game?
A long
You
time
never
ago.
had
Episode
control today.
We're just
you never
delaying.
had control.
We're just
You
delaying
have no power.
the
Can
pain.
The end of your sentences is getting cut off, Caden. If you could hold your button a little longer or go into your settings and
Absolutely not.
change your delay a little bit. Well, it's not me asking, it's Matthew.
How
So
dare
I know.
I could tell.
How dare you? To Matthew?
No, wait, it was to Matthew. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
All
I
right.
feel really
See,
bad. I
I
love
do.
Matthew.
Yeah.
I'm
Say,
sorry.
my understanding is that Tessa stumbled across something that Matthew wrote about this campaign earlier today.
This
I love it.
hold on.
Shared
Yes,
a
no,
couple
you're
of
right.
things with me. So
It's got some. If I understand correctly, there's some rating considerations.
just some considerations. That's
Cue
all I'm gonna
my
say
red
here.
face. Bye, guys. I'm gonna throw myself in the garbage can where I fucking.
So Logan, why is Nathan not in the game today? If Caden's gonna launch himself into
Oh,
the garbage.
Listen, I belong there. It's where my.
That
What was
that
the,
was my
uh,
really awkward segue to let you take over the game again, Logan.
What was the that is a good birthday present. The Muppet board. What was the hand of the trash monster or whatever it was?
Oh yeah,
The Muppet board is a new
it's a
race
custom
for
race.
D&D.
It's a
custom
homebrew
for
race
D&D.
someone made.
It's all
Hey, I need
Muppets,
to do
and
that.
It was hilarious.
Oh no, I've heard about that. I heard about that.
They believe in the great hand
It
that
existed,
directs
all
all
of
of their
them.
action.
Literally
And it
the
was-
best thing.
We were talking about a DRPG with Cucumber and Chug from Perception Studios, who are Felton friends, and they were just like hurling, dry heaving the entire time we talk about it. It was hilarious.
They're just like, why would you
Why would
talk
you-
about a hand? Where Chunk going, where does it go? Where does the hand go? Like he's just so upset and offended.
I love the self-realization that always obscured is actual. Like, oh, look at that, we are always obscured.
You can't see the bottom half of us. That's so
That's interesting. It's strange. But evidently they saw someone's pants the week before.
All right, let's talk about our own
Ta-da.
stream for a while.
Let's talk about this stream instead of a stream with a stream. That was a stream talking about another stream. We're inceptioning the crap out of these streams.
Always.
Now we
Just
need a
don't
stream
cross
talking
them.
about that. Okay, so D&D? What's going on today?
So D&D. Well, today is a kind of sucky day. Yeah. As most of you probably have heard, one way or another, Javea left yesterday and went off to the parallel universe, having found something they'd been looking for a very long time. It was a beautiful goodbye, a double goodbye, like a double rainbow, only sadder. And Saldana was given a gift, something that this person has been holding on to, Javea had been holding on to for a while, a little wooden disc that housed a very old friend of theirs, well, not very old, but a few months old friend of theirs, their Pegasus, whom she named Dawn. So, all of that information we've gotten to at some point. The other idea that nothing living seems to be able to pass through the portal without dying was kind of confirmed after Callie picked up one of the cylinder and threw them through the portal, and later you found out that there was somebody on the other side dead. Trying to think what else happened. That's that. That's where we're at. The city, this large monolith hovering off the coast, a couple thousand feet in the air, just basically level with the city. A large pyramid-like structure with an entire foundation made of air shale. And you've heard that there's another one of these monolithic entities coming from the north, having just razed, actually, Highwater. And then it should be arriving any day, really. You've been given some what you believe to be accurate information that Kyros is not going to attack Cinderhaven until the solstice, when their power will be at its height, they believe, because their god will return in full. And that's when they're going to show the true might of their one true god. You stand extremely outmatched. The cylinder may have been taken care of, the 8 members that you've known about this for the most part. However, it seems that they have created a new Nocturne. One more advanced and one more powerful than any you've ever seen. And they put what Pinball and maybe some of you would have described as the most dangerous mortal in the world inside of it. And it seems to have a vendetta against you. So, that's the world you wake up to. Owen, one of the reports that you get every half includes a summary from the council and your subordinate. The takeaway from most of all the reports you've been receiving is that you're outmatched. You're going to need help. Owen has probably known this for a while. But Highwater had a fairly sophisticated guard. They were no match for this. They didn't even have a chance. So the question is, where will you turn? And that's a question for all of you that you'll need to answer together. But to begin with, where do you gather? Where do you start to go together? What do you do in the morning? If you have something significant. Yes.
I have something significant. Early in the morning, Nathan wakes up early and kind of starts pacing and thinking and preparing. And he's waiting for...
She wakes up early, you know that?
He... Give me... is kind of rolling a piece of air shell he had gotten from Lamina in his hand, and he looks at her. He goes, I think I have an idea.
It's a badass idea, evidently.
It's hella bad idea.
What is the idea?
I learned something.
What did you learn?
It's a spell. And it can turn you into anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. I want to do it. Yeah, I would like to.
Don't know how well it's gonna work, but I figured he holds up the air shell. He goes, if this worked with Callie, then
We can try.
I might do something here.
Yeah, we can certainly try.
Okay. And that is when he casts
Hold on.
True
Give me a Arcana check.
An arc-
Mm-hmm. You'll need air shell dust, not just air shell. So, yep, which means you'll probably have to talk to Syl about it, or would have had to have talked to Syl about it. I don't know if Syl has enough processed at this point. So we've been talking a little bit about your processing, but we don't think we ever came up with a full system. So how much time do you think you've been devoting to that versus your other pursuits right now?
No, he's been dedicating.
Well, no, I meant Syl, because Syl's the only one that knows how to refine it.
Oh, you mean dust
Remember we
versus
talked about
other
taking some
projects?
time? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Before, obviously, what just happened 2 weeks ago. Before that, because you'd been doing this since you got back from Lamina, so you had some time.
Yeah. Then in the interim between the let's call it a siege, for lack of a better word.
Sure.
Between getting back from Lamina to before the siege happened, Syl would have been spending quite a bit of time trying to refine some air shell. Right. Yeah.
Give me a knowledge arcana check.
Okay. It's 16.
You have 16 doses that you were able to refine over the past few weeks. That's taken most of these smaller rocks and things that you've brought over from Lamina, anything that you couldn't turn into anything else. And you've been probably asked the guild to create some machinery to help you do it, but you were able to get most of it down and start the process and the alchemical shift to make it pure air shield dust. So again, Nathan could have come to Syl beforehand.
He definitely would have.
He just needs a single dose, probably, unless he wants to go crazy.
Nah.
Okay. And I don't know that Syl would have a problem with that.
No, not at all. She'd be a little sidetracked with her other project, but she would have been like, take what you need, whatever. Please, take it.
Okay. He would have also offered for her to use the air shell that he had taken from Lamina, so she didn't have to use any of her personal that she had. He would have been like, I have this that I got on Lamina.
She would have just taken it as payment, been like, we'll just swap.
Payment?
You can take what I've done and I'll take what you have. That's fine.
Perfect.
So yeah, he's going to cast his 9th level spell, True Polymorph, using the air shell dust to help Mari revert back to the form that she wants to be in.
Which is what?
Her only other form, her humanoid form. I don't know what that question means.
What? Maybe she wanted to be a small animal. I don't know.
She still wanted to be a Nakosta, just a human appearing Nakosta.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to specify because Logan was asking for specifics.
Why wouldn't you want to not be associated with a blood curse? That's all I want to know right now. What's up, Mari? This is your
Listen,
out.
Mari, listen.
I'm sure that doesn't work like that. So.
Or we could just be poofing part of the Baba Yaga out of existence, so she can't be full. Like this could be our old secret weapon, but probably not. Probably just go back to her.
Part of me was like, if we do that, then we can just, we don't have to worry about what happens. And I was like, there's like other Nakosta we're worried about. Like, just because our Nakosta would be fine doesn't mean we can just let all the other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jastra has baby.
Then perish.
Jastra's no longer Nakosta.
That's right.
Enough now. I don't think you personally know any Nakosta anymore. You guys know of one or two, but you don't really know.
That doesn't mean I want to damn all of them, Logan.
What the hell? They're just NPCs. All right. They're no-name NPCs. Well, one or two of them. Okay, so as you cast True Polymorph, Nathan, I know that you have a very clear image in your mind, being an artist, what
He has
Mari
paintings,
looked
some of
like.
her.
So I'm going to say that you don't have any problems doing exactly that. So after a mere few seconds, Mari instantly reverts back to her human form. The strange part, however, is that the air shale burns off in your hands, and instantly you lose concentration. You panic for a moment and then realize she's not changing back, even though you lost concentration. Seems as if the change is permanent. At least this time. Airshale is a fickle sort of thing. In addition to that, roll me percent.
Oh god. True fear does. Percentile. I'm gonna use my Mari dice because why not? No, I'm gonna use my Mari for when in my. That's an 84.
For a second, I forgot you were rolling percentile, and for a split second, my brain went, "How the hell?
How the
did
fuck?
you get 84
Yeah.
in anything?"
84?
Nathan's just that cool.
You know, rolling 5d20s, that's not bad. It's actually very good. Then again, that's just an alternate way of rolling, I guess, out of 100, so.
Except that you could only have your baseline would be higher. You couldn't have a 1.
It would be 5 as opposed to, 1. But, yeah, no.
Who needs the 1 through 5? It's always the bad things you want to avoid anyways.
Like trading places with your husband.
God, that would be fucked up.
That'd be fucking. Yeah. Please. I need something nice to happen to them. They've both been through a lot. We all fucking have. Can we all just take a nap and have some hot cocoa?
We have
Yeah.
how many episodes? We can, of course, take a nap after X number of episodes.
So you don't have that many more left to go.
Just a couple more, and then just chilling with some cats.
You know,
At
just
least
8 more after this episode of pure trauma.
we
It's
kill God, and then we kill we chill with cats, and
We
We
like
we
kill
killed
chill
Chad.
with cats. I can't talk.
we kill the chat.
We kill chat. No, we chill with cats. My
Oh,
brain isn't working today, clearly. Yeah,
That's all right. Neither is mine.
I can't talk.
Kill God and take a nap is an aesthetic, though.
Oh no! In the
That level 20.
interim right now, I the other day because I work with food, I accidentally said, "Would you like your?" Because it's supposed to be spicy chicken sandwich. I said the spicy Spanish instead. And most of my coworkers speak Spanish, and I'm like one of the only people who doesn't speak a lot of Spanish. So I'm just like, no, it's not what I mean. Like, fuego. Like, mucho fuego.
that broke me. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, you have the same job I do, just as a different. Are you soundproofing my door right now? My girlfriend just came into the room just to soundproof my.
We know who your girlfriend is. The stream knows who your girlfriend is.
You. Oh right, yeah.
We know
Hi,
who
Jenny.
Jenny
Wanna say hi to
is.
stream? Do you want to say hi to stream?
Oh, hi, Jenny.
Angela says hi.
All
I don't
right.
know why I'm.
That's an
Tell her
interesting
fuck
one.
you.
Give me a D10 roll.
I'm sorry, I was.
D10. Roll a
D10.
D10.
To find
Okay,
out
I'm using my.
to find out what kind of milk it produces.
I don't like. Hey,
She has
Never
a
mind.
name.
Why
Kind
is
of
that
milk it
so
pulls from an animal.
ominous? Why is that so ominous, Joseph?
what kind of milk?
Have y'all not played with Lark?
That's a 4. How many eyes do I have now? God.
So you, after you cast this, your just how many you roll, that's how many eyes you have. So after you cast this, you start to feel a little funny, like everything. The room starts to feel a little colder. I think someone will have to help me out with this later.
I might be able to.
Probably.
I know a lot of random shit.
Mari, as you very quickly probably run over to hug Nathan now that everything is great, something feels very strange. He's like running a fever. Like a real bad fever. Like his
Can
entire
I
body sort of
Do a
radiates.
medicine check?
Yeah, go for it.
What the fuck?
I am your husband now, and I'm very warm. I mean, not now. We've been married. Like, but
You always want to marry. Well, you don't have any fur anymore, so you
16?
need a.
16?
So his temperature, his body temperature is extremely high. It seems fine, no ill effects, but he's definitely feels very warm. Nathan, to you though, you feel fine. You like normally, when you have a fever, you can kind of feel it and like, oh yeah, I'm definitely hot. No, you feel fine. You feel completely normal
did my body temperature just go up? What the fuck?
by 4 degrees.
What the fuck?
You are now literally a space heater.
Cool. What the fuck?
There are way worse things that could have happened here.
That is the
Really,
most random shit. That is the
Wild
most
magic.
random shit.
Thank you to Nerd Immersion for your chart. It was awesome.
Oh, okay. Are you okay? Do you feel okay?
Fine. Are you okay? Do you feel?
I forgot. I changed her voice. I'm fine. Forgot. Are you sure you're okay?
I think so.
Okay.
He's just gonna cup her face.
Hi.
I have to get used to touching this again. I went from face to fur to face. I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now. Nathan may have a high
shit.
Been stuck in a full body cast for a week. Got used to touching this again. Coffee cup. What are you talking about?
Fuck. And he's just gonna. Really glad that worked. I thought I was just gonna do it and like just kind of go away, which would be fine. It just means I would use a lot of really powerful magic for Jackal. But it was beyond fucking worth.
For what now?
God, shut up for fuck.
I'll be over here.
Yeah, no, I feel fine.
Okay. Your body temperature's a lot higher than it should be.
My what? Like to his hands? Does he notice it?
You don't notice at all.
I don't know. The room felt a little bit chilly.
I think I have that right. Right? Wouldn't it feel colder if your body temperature was up?
Mhm.
Yeah, seems that way.
As long as you're okay.
I'm wonderful.
Thank you, love.
Anything for you.
Logan, get out of here.
Logan!
They are good
And
things.
she's gonna
Aren't
go-
amazing things worth waiting for?
Yes, she's gonna go braid her hair because she hasn't gotten to do that in a minute.
Oh,
Braid your fur.
I'm gonna draw her braids again. I'm so.
By the way, that is a permanent change. Nathan, you are literally a space eater for the rest of your life.
Fuck.
So there
I'm
we go.
great for cuddle. And he's very large too, so he's just big and warm.
Nathan
that's
is
so very
forever
nice.
cursed to slowly melt snow cones in his hand.
Aww.
It's fine. Maury can hold it when he's not eating it. It's fine.
You just have to double.
Oh,
Insulate
she's
double
taller
the snow
again.
cone.
She's also taller again. She's 4'11" now.
Not for
Instead of
7.
four. It was
She was.
Now I'm
I thought she was
only
4'7".
exactly 3 feet taller than Mari.
that's
Alrighty. One more loose end tied up.
Oh God. This is like watching Game of Thrones. You
I have
don't
a
wrap
list.
up character storylines all
Right.
neatly. It means bad things are coming.
it's fine.
We only have 8 more episodes, guys.
It's
Fine.
Game of Hear of this or Game of
It's fine.
This probably both.
Game of Thrones. I literally just started getting into it.
Less than 8 episodes. There's 2.
I like how
Oh,
there's
okay.
2 episodes left of Game of Thrones, and I'm finally starting.
Same amount of time though. Like there's gonna be on
Honestly,
this.
yeah.
That'll be 2 weeks.
We're gonna get 4 times as much content. Granted, we're not HBO.
But I only kill half as many people, so there's something wrong.
Yeah.
These
I
ratios.
don't
are
think
not-
I agree. I like that you only kill half as many. I don't want you to.
Well, we'll never be a
down.
hit HBO show without a lot more sex and a lot more.
I can fix that first problem.
Hold on.
Go check out our world anvil in the
I see you
mature
in
section.
combat.
How are you gonna
You
make
can
that
fix the
first,
second problem.
How are you gonna make that first point when like Oshin's whole thing was episode 2? Started episode 2. Like
It literally did.
literally
It literally
second episode,
did.
It was like, hey.
Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons.
Nah.
We are
Yeah.
talking about
Is it-
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Sex and killing, that is Dungeons and Dragons.
Literally.
That's my
You forget-
experience with the
You forget drinking and crime.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
drinking and
crime,
crying.
gay and being gay. My voice just
and being gay. Drinking, gay, be gay, be gay. Be gay, roll.
drink gay.
Drink gay, roll.
Roll
Drink
dragons?
gay, roll sex.
Roll dragons?
What?
Let's not roll
Drink
dragons
drink
right now.
gay, roll dragons.
You
This
guys
is-
have
Callie
a-
will be
you guys have a
so
drag
mad
thing
at us
floating
if we
around.
roll
Oh,
dragons.
Thank you for saying that, Logan. I have a question about the dragon egg.
Yes.
So let me see if I can just conjure in my head how that scene went. They pulled a white dragon egg out of the hag bag, and Callie and Primehart both
Uh-huh.
looked at each other and said, "Don't tell Pimble." And then they
Yeah.
proceeded to never
No.
tell him because
No,
if we just
no,
get
we
yelled
told him.
at for
Primehart,
getting
we
baby
told him.
dragons.
Primeheart wasn't there, and we immediately told him. That's
We
literally the
weren't-
first
Yeah,
at
thing
Pimble-
first-
we did.
Pimble
At first,
baby-
we were coy with it, and then it just came all
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Pinball babysat it for like a few.
Because I just want to know what the difference between an unhatched baby dragon egg and a baby dragon would be in terms of a mama dragon wanting to find it.
Well,
That was a con-
that's part of
That
it.
was my concern.
But also, they didn't realize that the first one was from the other place.
Ah.
This one, the theory is that everything from that bag is from the other universe.
Well,
so
we
there
just
may not be a box.
so we just added another dragon into the world. Just here you go, buddy.
Be free, motherfucker.
That's the
God,
that's the
Callie's
second time a
immediately
cat
gonna
pulled a
cast
dragon.
sending to that.
By the way, second time a cat pulled a dragon
Oh,
out of that bag.
jeez, that's true.
Oh, patterns, man, patterns.
So I have something I might want to do, and I don't know if it's gonna work.
Sure.
I want to
Surprise.
ritual cast divination, and I had brought back Airshale for Pimple from Lamina with the express intent of having it made into powder for magic stuff. So I was going to try to use it to maybe make it a little spell a little more powerful. So if my question isn't super, so maybe the response will be less vague, or like my question can be less specific. Like that was what it was, the intent of that.
Okay.
Because I was there when Callie used the airshell egg, and we just learned how to come back. So that's my reasoning.
Sounds good. So how much air shield did you bring back?
I'd never specified. It was a lot. Like, not a
Say
lot,
as
a
much
lot,
as
but
you can carry. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, hold
And I
on
had
a
the bag of
second.
holding with me. I put a lot in.
So a lot, yeah.
Pitbull unfortunately hasn't had as much time to spend as Syl has. So you have come up with 3 doses.
I only want to use the one for this one thing.
Well, for now. But this is you guys are getting set for the rest of the campaign, so might want to start keeping track of this.
I'm gonna use the one for now to ritual cast divination around dawn, hoping
Let me
that'll
look
make
at
it
divination real quick.
stronger as well.
So you go find Sildon's Pegasus.
Well, I
After
meant
proximity-
sunrise.
Oh.
If he wants to be there too, then that's fine. Actually, he might still be in the disc if I'm doing this at sunrise.
All right. What is it that you want to know?
Are there allies we could find easily that we don't know of right now? Because it's not really the sort of question to spell. That's why I use the air shell. But yeah, are there allies that we know of that we can find easily?
I think that this.
That might
I
be.
think you could actually phrase that within the confines of this without needing air shell.
I wanted to use air shell for like a more straight answer because the last one was the tigers thing, and
I think you got the answer you needed out of that. At least some of you
did.
people got the answer they needed. But yeah, okay. I don't know how to answer this. That's a good question. It's a very interesting question. I'm trying to think because originally I was going to use the allies. I figured you guys would be turning to people that you've known, that you've met throughout your journeys and things. I hadn't considered needing to introduce new people, so I'm kind of stuck on this one right now. Good job. You surprised me.
You asked for it.
I did. So I think the interpretation that's going to come through is that it might not necessarily give you people you don't know about, but people that you as a group may not have thought to turn to for aid. So I'm going to list off a few of the groups that I thought might be interesting if you guys want to pursue as aid, and we can, you guys can, I'm sure somebody in the group probably thought of these already, but these are just what I had. This is the best I can do right now, and I apologize. I'm going to give you a little bonus at the end there for the air shell. So as you finish casting the spell, the air shell kind of bursts out, and as it kind of just sparks and shoots into the air outside of the little sensor you've got it in, they just kind of start to freeze, and the smoke starts to billow out from each of these little bits of glowing air shell, and you are just whisked. Like you speed through at 1,000 miles per hour through rock and stone and water, all everywhere. And the first place that you end up, which was probably obvious to some of you, is standing in front of the Undermist. You're standing staring at Mistvale, knowing that the elves will have as much to lose if the city is razed as anyone. And then you're whisked within the Undermist, and you're whisked to the kingdom that you had gone into before of the they weren't Vegapygmies. What were they? Alamites. I can't remember their names. The Allgarlic. You're in the kingdom of the Allgarlic. From there, you actually get whisked to another place you've been here, and you're standing in a large field of snow with blood red splotches everywhere. After a while, you realize they're not splotches. Turning to look at you are several red caps. And from there, you're whisked sort of up, sort of sideways, as you head to the Green Iron Village. Well, not the Green Iron Village, their new facility, which is near the Guildsman, that's there. Only a brief stay there, as then you get whisked to Levin Island, of all places, where you see Frau and her crew there, as another group that you might look at getting assistance from. And strangely, you are whisked not very far away from the center. You get shot to the center of the island, to where the large air shell crater is, and then just whisked and you feel it's only about maybe a mile or two away, and you are standing in a dense part of the forest that not only goes up into the trees but also down into this large pit in the ground, and you see dozens of beautiful, colorful humanoid beetles all kind of wandering around. After that, as you are flying across thousands of miles per hour, zooming over the ocean, your brain starts to understand different ways and things that you could say to each one of those groups to help persuade them to join your cause. You'll gain advantage on any checks to deal with them to get them to join you. All right. If you're talking to us, we can't hear you.
No, I wasn't talking.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Cool.
I don't have like a revelatory moment, but seeing as Syl has been absent from the game for a tremendous amount of time, I do have a little what she's been doing kind of thing.
Go for it.
So the moment that the armies of Kyros showed up, and everyone's been sort of dealing with that, Syl found herself staring out at all of this airshell artillery and such that the Kyrosian army has, the boats and stuff, and suddenly felt a bit of a panic. And for the last while, seeing as the people of the party have just begun surpassing her in terms of how much good she could do in, like, bigger than just a hand-to-hand fight, Syl had sort of sequestered herself into her studio for a while, and she has been almost every waking hour in the basement of her studio, furiously working to finish Vaz's sculpt. She is very afraid that if there is just raw material around, that the armies from Kyros will just see that as something to loot and plunder. And if she can at least bring one of her children awake, then he'd be safe. They couldn't do anything to him if she could change one of them. At least she knows she doesn't have enough time to do more. So she's been maybe not taking as much time as she wished she could, but she's like, I'm gonna make it functional. I'm gonna make him as pretty as I can, but I know that, like, this just has to be done. he has to be safe, and so she's planning on like however long it takes bringing him forward and then getting him the fuck out of Cinderhaven.
All right, give me a crafting check or an artisan tools check, sculptor's tools check.
Let
You
me
add
have-
craft
proficiency.
my
I have a
child.
thing in that.
Dexterity, proficiency.
Yeah, I have proficiency with Mason's tools.
Perfect.
Wow, it jumped out of my dice tray. So let me try that again. It like bounced in my hand. Okay. So is that something plus my proficiency or just my proficiency?
It's Dex plus your proficiency.
Oh, Dex plus my proficiency. Okay, sorry. 24.
Roll me percentile.
$11.
So, Syl, with all of your hard work and all of your determination, as of right now, you're about 34% finished. 35%.
She's still working very hard.
You can make another check in a week.
Okay.
Or you can choose to awaken now.
Using what, dust? Or
No,
just
so you can do a ritual and awaken the 34% complete. You said you were working on him to get him functional, so I assume you start making a humanoid structure first and then kind of whittling it down and making it look good from there.
yeah.
So you get to decide when you're going to take that. 34% is
Not a lot.
unfortunate. You also, if you'd like, can spend a hero die to reroll the percentile.
I would like to spend a hero
for
die
it.
to roll the percentile. I have 4 hero die.
So do I.
I will re-roll.
Mine are a little chaotic, though.
Oh, fuck you. That
Thank
sounded
you,
like a
Ottoman.
threat.
Thank you, Ottoman Fennec.
Don't thank you.
78. 78.
So 78 plus 24. Well, you went too far. So you got
He's too good.
103%. He's too good. You have to start over. So still in that time, you got him actually pretty much where you want him.
I ask Wit and Allure to help me.
I figured they were already helping you.
And-
That's part of why you had the
and-
percentile
and
check.
Yeah, and Dub. If
I was
you
gonna say,
wanted
and
to.
Dub is there. Oh, absolutely. Dub was there day one, helping you split the boulder, and because you're still splitting into force, right? Thirds?
Thirds or fourths?
Third,
Yeah,
whatever,
fourths
yeah.
is fine.
I wasn't sure if it was thirds or fourths. So anyway, but yeah, no, he was there day one. He never stopped working. So that's why you got the extra percentages. Kind of, they helped a lot. But yeah, as you're nearing this point today, the last couple of weeks since the city arrived, you've done miraculous things. It may not be perfect. You may want to spend 6 months just hammering literally out the fine details, but you're actually extremely happy with this. You're farther along than you would have expected to be at this point. You could wait another week and perfect it, or you can decide any point between now and then to take the plunge.
The sacred geometry on him is not as fine tuned as she would have wanted it. There's probably a lot less of it than she'd wanted. She got a little bit of it inlaid with bronze, not all of it. Maybe there's like a central space that has the
That makes sense,
bronzing,
yeah.
but there's like little
Yeah.
pieces that move out.
So yeah, that little bit of percent total that went over, that was probably the bronzing itself, whereas the rest
Yeah.
was just the carving. Or you can split the percentage any way you want. So it could be 80% done and 20% done bronzing or something, 22% or whatever it was. So you can kind of decide how you want to do that. But you wait a week, you might be able to get a lot more done if you want. Again, this is completely up to you.
Mm-hmm. She is going to, well, just stare at him for a while. That's what my thought processing is. And then she decides that before she completes what she's doing, she really needs to check with her mother. Like, she just needs that little burst of either confidence or, hey, wait, just before you do that, don't forget this really important thing that I forgot to tell you about. Like, just that sort of thing. So she's gonna hold off at least for the morning and be like, okay, I have to reach my mother first. I don't think Allure or Wit have met her mother, and I don't think either of them can cast Sending. So she'll have to wait until she interacts with somebody who does.
Anyone else have anything to do this morning? I guess. Owen, do you have anything to do this morning?
I mean, he's in full-on war mode, so a lot, but nothing that is stream-worthy.
Okay. I figure you got a lot of work you've been doing, so yeah.
We are at war.
So you're constantly working. All right, so that's your morning. Kind of goes off without too much of a hitch. Owen, you're reinforcing and getting battalions together, and new troops are arriving daily, and still not enough. But you at least find a little bit of time to break out and go and see everyone for lunch as you all head to the Beer Forge. Seemed appropriate in these last few days that you spend your time here. Having to walk past the rubble that is being cleaned up by the troops who have nothing better to do of several buildings, including Mari's shop.
I'd say Mari probably stopped by her shop to grab some of the stuff, see if
Alright.
there was anything that didn't get crushed completely.
Yeah,
Just checking
Nathan
on
just,
stuff.
well, of course, without goes without saying, Nathan's helping her.
All right. You head inside, and Ivy gives a wave. If you guys want to arrive at the same time or separate, it's fine.
Well, having something about you. Did you get a haircut, Mara? I could have sworn you changed something.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a haircut, definitely.
I'd say significant amount of hair was cut, yes.
Full body hair.
Just a bit
Yeah.
off the top.
A little bit, yeah.
It looks good on.
They call it a super Brazilian. A little right there.
Hey, thanks, I hate it!
Me too.
I
Sorry.
don't like that, Logan. I don't like it.
Super.
It's the Corrosian.
Yeah, you take them down.
That
You
implies-
take them down a peg. You name something like that after them.
Well, so got a bit of an agenda today. Council brought up that we're specifically might be looking for some last-minute allies. I've got a couple in mind, but
Yeah, I found a lot. I thought of a lot with magic.
I had a suggestion, but I need some help reaching out. Oshin, how you feeling about a sending today? Would that be okay?
Fine.
Thank you. I need to talk to my mother.
yeah, I was gonna say I'll let you take the lead on that. But I was thinking they're certainly formidable, and there's enough air shale up there that they certainly might take.
I know who I want to see today, but that might also require another sending. I can send to your mother before we start going in a bunch of different ways.
I would appreciate that.
I
I'll
also
start
got
writing.
sending in my I also got sending if we
Oh,
need.
okay.
I can talk to my pseudo dragon, and I can.
Is your pseudo dragon my mother?
Mags, who has been like curled up on the table, kind of lifts her head up and looks at Syl and kind of snorts and like huffs a little bit, and then sets her head back down.
You don't look like my mom.
She puts her head up again and kind of boops you on the nose with her nose. Reminder that Mags's face is based off of.
Boop.
So, what do you want me to send to your mother?
I'm gonna write it down. Give me a moment, and I will get back to
Well, had I used divination and found out a lot, and well, you can always talk to the goblins. That they're right around the corner, and this is their city too. We could also go to Mistveil and then into the Feywild and find the garlic people. I never met them. I met them once.
Oh, that was
So-
real? That wasn't just like a fever dream, Pip?
Oh, that
No,
was
that
real,
real.
Sylph.
The Feywild is really great. The saw the red caps. I don't know if that was right. I assume it is. I don't
I mean,
know if I'm the
hypothetically,
best person to do that, though. I did throw some of them against the wall and ripped off some of their caps. I was not nice to them. Though, mate, the winter overall thing gave me the idea of, I don't know how to contact the Snow Queen, but she's a person that is
Ari
powerful.
just holds up a ring.
Oh yeah, you still got that.
I still have it, so okay.
That would require making a deal, however.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was personally thinking, and this might have already been done, Logan, I don't know, but have the Illithid been contacted at this point? Illithid might be a good idea to bring in on this.
Yeah, Lark can talk to him. I'm sure they'd listen to him. He spent a lot of time with them before he went to Lamina. That's why he can do the telepathy thing. Took the brain from me to do that.
I'm just what?
Yeah, he took the brain to eat it, so he can now use
Wait,
telepathy.
what?
Have you never?
Yeah.
Yes, he has. Been
I
able
have
to
not-
for about.
I have not seen Lark in a little over 3 months. So
Yeah,
like,
he's a telepath now.
How did you manage to avoid him the entire time?
I haven't seen GB in forever. I miss the shit.
You
To be
didn't see us
fair-
Well, he's a
playing
lot
catch.
smaller than.
You didn't see us playing fetch on the ship deck. I mean, we were doing that all the time.
And to be
I was-
fair, I've hung out with Lark a good amount, and I don't think he's used it once on me. So I don't blame you for not knowing.
He would do it when GB would also give everybody else telepathy, and he's just, I brought my own.
That seems pretty on brand, yeah.
Anyway, I think.
Also
Oh, go ahead.
Kyton and the that Frau. I never met her either.
So then maybe we
She's
can
very-
we can see about having Lark talk to the goblins and the Illithid. We can see about having maybe Pip talk to
We-
the Feroche.
hey. Reminder: we also have a goblin.
This is true, but she's more
We have
allied.
a ro-
She's more allied with the rats underneath the city than she is the goblins out of Greenbelt.
Honestly, she
Yeah,
could probably
Lark
make
is-
an army out of the.
Oh, that's true.
Like
Lark is an honorary goblin. He's
tallest of-
he's probably the best one.
Yeah. And then we can have that taken care of. We can get word to Syl's mother today, and I think with all that, maybe Pip going to the Feroche, maybe the Cotton, that should free us up to take care of the Feywild. I think that's
Yes, I want to go to that.
Who else was there? I know I was there when we did the whole all garlic thing. Would anyone else be recognized by their court?
Potentially
I've
me.
seen them. I've walked by, didn't stop, talk.
See, Mari, I was involved with that pretty decently, so probably both of us. Both of us. There we go. Then.
There's also Trey, but he's just one. Should talk to him more. Been a little.
The Undermiss is technically another plane, right, Logan?
What's that?
The Undermiss is technically another plane, right?
Correct. Kind of an in between, but yes, it functions mostly like another plane.
So, had another thought. We can send Aldion and see if he can get hold of people in the Mistveil, because he's from there and he knows more, and see if he can bring people.
That wouldn't
You know,
hurt, actually.
pirates can't loot the city if it's completely razed to the ground. That might twist their.
Jay just wants Marina back.
I don't blame
worth
him.
it. I don't either. That actually is a good idea.
Yeah. Promise gold or something.
I did already attempt that at one point. They did not seem too receptive.
Okay, but how much gold did you offer the pirates?
They didn't exactly get that far in negotiations before saying they were just going to wait for us to be weak and then. Well.
That's why you say, "Hey, we've got a shit ton of money. Now can we have a conversation?"
That was implied. That was certainly implied.
Just, you usually should lead with that when doing negotiations.
Hi, we have a shit ton of money.
Don't rob
Help
us.
us.
Actually, generally in any kind of negotiation,
know.
don't start by saying I have a shit ton of money.
I'm aware. I was. My brain is made out of pudding right now, so.
Also thought was if we ground the city and it over the water, then a bunch of ships to sort of show up. That would be good.
To be perfectly honest, if their ships show up at an inconvenient time, I could potentially beach them all. At least fuck them up pretty good with that trick of mine.
That would be really fucking cool.
That'd be good, but then they wouldn't. Wouldn't that just be another group of people that doesn't like us? I'm okay with just the one, honestly. Just Donovan by himself is fine.
We can deal with the ships after we're done dealing with an angry god.
Yeah.
I hate that that's what our life has turned into, by the way.
It's been that way for a while now.
I mean, yeah, but I don't like thinking about it. Thank
What are
you.
you
I
gonna
used to
do?
not even believe in the gods. Now we're fighting them. This is terrible.
What about the Todd?
Oshin.
I just had one in my living room like 10
I got
minutes
it.
ago.
Okay. So,
And Syl will look through her, multiple scratched out lines of her trying to get this message right.
okay. So tell her, Cinderhaven under siege from Kingdom of Kyros in airshale war vessels. Can our people aid? Question mark. My children are not safe here. Help and please hurry.
I will send that to her.
Obviously, my and our, you might need to change those around so that makes sense.
To
It occurs to me
Syl's
that it's coming
and-
out of your voice, so it doesn't really work. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll send that.
The answer is delayed a moment. Like there's pondering. We're on our way.
damn straight.
It's reassuring to know that some of us have some pretty decent mothers.
She's a pain in the ass.
She's family. I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
She had all these notes about how to
Yeah.
sculpt the kids, like, oh, you should do it this way. This is the proper way to do it. Yeah.
There's no proper way to do art. Everyone knows.
Not the way I do it.
No.
That, okay. So you want to try to get some Fae friends to come?
Sure, what's the fastest way to get to people?
Start in the sale, then go into, well, make sure that they are okay with it, and then go into Feywild and talk to the garlic, and then after that,
What a fucking sentence.
I was gonna. Nathan was about to say, I love
Talk to the garlic.
I love the phrase "talk to the garlic," because it.
Man.
then after that we summon a queen. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
No big deal.
No big deal. Let me just summon my BFF, the fucking Snow Queen.
Mari's
Yeah.
not had that many issues with her. She's actually pretty chill in Mari's book.
I had a really great conversation with her a while.
I'm sorry. What was that? Chelsea. She's
oh my
what?
God, I didn't.
Yeah.
catch
She's
that.
what? Chelsea.
I'm gonna be real, that wasn't on purpose, but I'm proud of it.
Hey, shooting would be so.
Nah.
I have like one or two every few months, alright?
Yeah.
All accidental.
All accidental.
Now, one important thing to maybe discuss beforehand is having someone come defend your very existence is a pretty big ask, which means they're probably going to ask you something pretty big in return. What exactly are we willing to part with to guarantee that? As the gods get gleeful about the fact that you have this choice before you.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to ask for the help.
Honestly, not much. I really
Well-
didn't think that far with that one.
That's good to know.
Wait, what was said?
There wasn't that thought process
much-
after you brought it up.
How much are we willing to give up? I said not much. So
That's valid.
wasn't much thought.
Me, we give it up. I'd sell you all out for one. Old me. In a heart.
Thanks.
How good of a chip?
I mean, it would be a subpod. Can't even make-
I mean, it would have been a really good chip if you had to make that deal. Like sour cream and chives at minimum.
I was thinking to.
I don't know why Sill's talking about chips. She could give a
I
shit.
zoned out for 2 seconds and I came back and I had no idea what we were talking about just then.
This.
Oh,
Sill's
yeah.
gonna sell us out.
Neither do we.
Sill's gonna sell us out for the frostiest glass of lemonade, and it's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
I respect that decision.
If Sill had gone to the Feywild and Logan wanted to fuck with her, he could have been like a little Fey on the side of the road with a lemonade stand.
Well,
I guess it depends on what she asks.
let's talk to the garlic and potentially the red caps.
Yeah, and the elves.
Oshin, they either hate you or they respect the crap out of you, so you threw one of them against a wall.
And rip the hat off of her.
Nothing quite like murder to bring people together.
Well, that's what they loved, and
Yeah, they're kind of fucked up.
murderous and all. Hey,
A lot of fey creatures tend to be kind of murderous, I've noticed. Not that I have a lot of experience, but I'm kind of glad that I made a deal with a demon and not one of them. Which is saying something.
I don't know. I enjoyed my time talking to them. Or
I mean, my new patron's actually not terrible at all. I really like. I mean, I did kind of stand in. Rain, that was made of blood, but you weren't. None of you were there for.
Nope.
Don't give me that look, Mark. Don't fucking question it. I swear I never mentioned it before. Just don't.
Out of all the shit we've been through, I think Blood Rain is pretty goddamn tame, to be honest.
Right?
That'll probably
Right,
happen next
Owen.
week. Alright,
Fortunately, you're not wrong there. I wish you were.
let's go to Miss Vale.
Okay.
Right. You guys start to head down. Are you guys going to go down the waterfall cliff area? Because you can climb it now because it's dried out. The plants are starting to die all throughout Mistvale. You can start to see the buildings throughout.
Owen will fly Evangeline and probably one other person, so they can avoid slipping.
Say, Maury can
Not
turn
hard.
into a giant eagle. I don't think she could carry anyone, but she can turn into a giant eagle and fly, so I'm not worried.
The
Oh,
point
wow.
is, you guys.
Probably has to take Nathan. I don't think Evangeline can carry Sil or Oshin.
I'll just climb. It's fine.
Buddy system.
Eventually, you guys start to make your way down or fly down. And as you land in Mistvale, you can see how much of the plants just in a couple of weeks have died, not having the steady stream of water coming in. The druids are doing what they can, but unfortunately, without any source of fresh water, it's near impossible. Some of the areas, the most important areas, have kept up, but they just can't keep all of it up. So you're starting to see a lot of the buildings that you actually never realized were down here. Many, many buildings. They are empty now, though, it seems. The whole city, the village seems to be empty. Except for a couple of, let's call them ranger-esque looking folk, who are standing near the entrance. They're not trying to hide themselves. They seem to have seen you coming from a while. And as Owen lands and everyone starts to get down the cliffs, one of them approaches you. Can I help you?
We're going to be heading into the Mist Vale.
We don't have the manpower to protect you anymore, Owen.
I think I can handle this. I appreciate that.
None of you have ever been here without our protection. Understand that.
So do we recognize these people?
Nope, you've never seen them before in your life.
That's
I
horrifying.
mean, they're aquatic. One's an aquatic elf and one's a wood elf, which is the standard fare for here. And you know that you were told about scouts that were going to see you in and out, and you did run into one or two, not these two, occasionally, but they didn't stay with you that you were aware of.
Now, forgive me for not remembering, but I don't quite recall that much happening. I might have to take it you were doing something very covert.
We were watching and guiding. We kept some of the larger threats away from you.
Well, the good thing is we become a bit of a larger threat ourselves these days, so I think we should be fine. Thank you.
Except for the one that, and he kind of points to Nathan, the one that he went and tried to connect with.
What the hell are you talking? What?
Large goat-like creature.
Right.
Just be
Forgot.
careful.
Yeah, forgot about that. I forgot about that. We have been through a lot. I'm not surprised that I forgot, but now that I think about it, I'm really surprised that I forgot.
Yes, you have been through a lot. That's why we trust you to go alone. Just be safe.
We appreciate it.
And we
I've come
appreciate
too
what you
far to-
did for us last time as well.
Challenge accepted.
We appreciate what you've done for us
What was that?
before now.
You're welcome. And they'll stand aside.
And your people, where are they? Did they leave?
They're in the Undermist, in a safe place. Our true home. This is our border. We protect. This is like a military camp.
And given that our shared border is under attack, I'm assuming we can hope for your aid in the coming days.
I'm not the person you need to speak to about. But the person that you need to speak to, we don't know where he is. Our instructions were clear. Get our people to safety. Forgive us if we've never had a policy that included the protection of the vampire city.
The city formerly known as the Vampire City.
He kind of smiles a little bit. Yes, we understand.
It was
So we have no rules in place.
Very well. Just out of curiosity, what's the name of the person we might need to talk to?
All deal.
Oh shit, I can just ring him up. Thanks.
I was going to say, we're very well acquainted with him.
Yes.
We know. If you see him, tell him we need him back.
Okay.
Well, give the message. Go ahead, Oshin, sorry.
That was really it.
Well, we appreciate the warning.
And they step aside.
Tally.
And all that.
Sorry, what?
Caden had forgotten about the goat bitch.
Who's the goat?
Chelsea didn't.
I totally forgot. I completely forgot about that. The details are still fuzzy to me. All I know is that Nathan tried to draw something.
Yep.
Bad shit happened.
So what you're saying is the goat was a little fuzzy to you?
I was on his bridge. I was on the goat.
Fuck you, go
My bridge now.
Fuck you. Mari, once we get into like the deeper areas where it's kind of a concern because it'll last for an hour, but I can keep casting it, is going to cast Pass Without Trace just to give us a little bit more cover as we're
Okay.
walking.
Perfect.
Everyone has
Yeah,
plus
absolutely.
10
Perfect
to
for
their
this-
stealth. Don't forget that.
Perfect for this
Thank
place.
you.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
Please, I'm a clumsy bitch.
So where are you guys headed in here?
I know.
Are we heading to the garlic or are we heading to the red cats first?
Garlic is on the way.
The garlic.
Yeah, we're gonna head over to the garlic.
I remember when Logan's name in the chat was the All Garlic. Still my favorite name you've ever taken in the chat, by the way.
Good.
I don't like the way you said good, but okay.
It's the best I can come up with my brain right
We're
now.
gonna get accosted by something and I'm not ready.
I love that you
you're
used
actually-
the term accost.
You're gonna get accosted by something.
Chelsea, that looks gorgeous. What the
I am excited. I'm working on the
So-
second flower right now.
That's all Mari's doing while we're walking. I didn't pass
Honestly,
I didn't pass without a trace.
Mari-
I don't need to work.
biggest
I did my job.
Alliamites.
It's like, y'all, I did what I needed.
Alliamites. That's what they're called. So you go to the
Yes.
kingdom of the Alliamites. And as you get there, the very first thing you start to notice coming into this area is the strong smell of onions and garlic and turnip. And then you see a field of gigantic pieces of these produce, just stuck, huge plants sticking out of the ground, much larger than the last time you were here. You think maybe that Pip was possibly taken advantage of a little bit, considering the size of these things are now bigger than his head, considering what he was able to take. Although he would have had to take a lot less with him. as the last time you were here, most of you might remember that you were told not to take anything. So I assume none of you pick anything on your way. Eventually, a short while later, a small little 1 foot tall creature appears next to you walking, and he is basically a turnip headed creature that kind of looks up at you, recognizes a couple of you, and you recognize them. I can't remember his name though. Does anybody have the name of the gardener, the royal gardener? We had a name for him. Hello?
We
Nope.
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, we can't hear Kate. I was like, you couldn't hear me this whole time, and now you're telling me? What the hell? It's like, Jesus, let me just sit here and talk. Everyone's like, nobody say anything. Quick, let's see how long. Hello?
Got you.
Okay, so I have it in my sketchbook because
Okay.
I drew him, but my sketchbook is not in this room.
Ah, that's not helpful.
No, but I just needed you guys to know I have it somewhere.
Well, that's good.
It's shaped like a fucking friend. The ultimate friend-shaped object. This small.
You can
Allie.
just call him friend.
Ollie, I just found it. I just searched
What?
Royal
Okay.
Gardener in
Was it
in
Allie?
Discord. That's what it says.
All right.
Allium. Allium.
Allium. Ali. Yeah, because I'm very on the nose, evidently, with some of my names. So Ali, so Ali is there, kind of walking next to you. Hey, so what do you think of my garden? Don't know
Looks
how it's
very
voiced,
nice.
but it's okay.
It's
Nobody
lovely.
remembers.
It's lovely.
So, how did you like all the? Well, your friend took quite a lot. I assume you're still.
He's still cooking with it, yeah. He's having a very good time with it.
That's very good.
Yeah, it was a nice change of pace from boring old surface flare. But we're here on a bit of a time sensitive issue, and we unfortunately have to be speaking with the Queen as quickly as possible.
Of course, I'll take you right to her. And he starts to guide you into the city, into the royal court, and you see a couple of additions to the court. It actually looks like it's what you might consider in session. Quite a few people sort of milling around, just kind of talking. And there's a couple of wood elves here as well. Nothing that you recognize, but they're dressed very finely. One woman, one male, and they are just kind of schmoozing and talking. They see you, and they just kind of nod to you in recognition and go back to their talk. The queen is up on her throne, talking with a couple of others. They just, in general, you get the idea that they're all a little nervous. They just seem to be talking about, it sounds like problem solving and trying to deal with what happens if the Undermist gets raided.
Push in. Go.
Okay. I will step forward to approach.
As you approach, the others kind of melt away, and the queen steadies herself a little bit and looks to you.
Hello. I don't know if we've had direct interactions, but you do know my friends. And
I know some of your friends.
yes, like Pip, the one who's very, very excited about the garden, and the gardener knows him. We came here to discuss the fact that there's a pretty big threat on the border, and
We're aware
seeking
of this threat.
all of the help that we can get to protect it. And we were wondering if you had anything that you could offer to bolster our forces.
Sheen. I'm going to put you on the spot here, buddy. What, and this is the Feywild, it can be kind of crazy. What is the things you learned that you could talk or tell them or say to them or offer them that was going to give you this bonus?
My first thought is just a little growth in the city that can't be removed, that they can I guess use to sort of teleport up and out if they really want to. So it's just sort of like a little permanent, probably within the nature temple, because then it's safe, because no one's gonna try to destroy it. But like a little growth of like onions that can't be removed, that are just kind of there, making the corner of the nature temple smell like onions.
All right, I like that a lot. So you tell them about this place where their essence seems to grow stubbornly and without any recourse for removal, and they're intrigued by this. The queen is, and she asks her scouts to go and inspect it and maybe retrieve some of it and to see what it's like. In that, though, you've earned a favor. Their favor, not a favor, and you get to roll with advantage. So give me a persuasion check.
I was looking at my deception, like, that's really good, and then looked at my actual persuasion. It's not as good. So it's
Not
a
so
total of
much.
20.
That's not bad. Okay, so Oshin, I would like you to tell me if you are looking for people to help you, or if you're looking for an item that they might gift you, or something that they might gift you.
From this group, and like an item or something, not like people, because they don't really seem very combat oriented. So something to sort of bolster the people fighting.
All right. So she walks forward to you and looks you, actually beckons you to come down to her level a little bit as she kind of steps up onto a little stone and kind of tries to see you eye to eye a bit. If we're to help you, I'm sure it would benefit us as long as you protect our border. And I know your goal is to protect the city and the country at all costs. If you are successful, I will ask no price for our help. If you fail, your life belongs to us.
Well,
That is, of course, assuming that you're still alive and that we're still alive. Sounds like a pretty
Yeah.
good deal.
if we what counts as failing to protect it? Does that mean any destruction here at all, or something irreparable.
Let us say that we will be very generous with that description. As long as there are no serious deaths, say half of any one population, the hidden city of the elves or ours are all I'm concerned about.
All right.
And that the Undermist itself and the portal to the real world, to the prime material plane, stays intact. Although,
Of course.
to be able to destroy that would be a great feat. Those sound like acceptable terms?
If we came across a force that was able to destroy it, but we were able to reverse it, would that be acceptable to...
What do you mean?
Well, if we come across a force that was powerful enough to destroy the entire Undermist, and our people, the people that we know that are more magically inclined, if they went to work and were to reverse the damage.
If everything is restored to the way it was, then our agreement would be nullified.
Okay.
To destroy the Undermist, the entrance to the Undermist, all of Cinderhaven would be gone.
Oh. Yeah.
So I doubt you would have much to worry about.
That's true. All right. Our failure would mean we've got much worse problems to deal with, so, or that's fine.
So she looks up at you and nods, and she, as you've seen her do before, reaches up inside of the leaves that make up her head, and you hear this kind of breaking, snapping sound of like snapping a fresh stalk of garlic or celery, and she pulls out a clove of garlic, and she hands it to you and says, "Well, the time is right, when it's needed most, before battle begins. Plant this.
Okay.
And you and your allies will be blessed."
Okay. Thank you.
If you chop it up really fine, it's stronger.
Put it in my bag. For...
And she nods. If the enemy comes to our door, we will fight it. We will be prepared. So will the elves. And they kind of nod.
We will do everything in our power to prevent that. Prevent them from making it down here. They seem pretty focused on up above.
Well, without an up above, some of the places here might collapse. We gained a new waterfall the other day. This place and Cinderhaven are tied together. And you go, and you leave, and that's that. So, what are you doing now?
Well, do we want to see the red caps while we're here?
We can.
Not
I think
really,
that-
but we have to. Sure.
I think
I
that they
mean,
might be
we're
easier to
here.
prevent. It might be easier to convince. Just say that they can go rampage an entire city. That might be enough for them.
They're so
That's
fat.
the
Oh,
one.
there have to be rules set down for that, though.
Yeah, because
Run wild.
they will do whatever they
and
want after.
Only run wild up on the ships.
Yes, run wild.
Now-
On when you're walking on Airshell, you can just do whatever you want. But
I don't want to set that
Start
precedent.
running around on Sill's corpse.
Oh God,
they won't go after the Goa because the Goa don't have blood.
that's true. No, they were pretty keen on beat me up anyway.
There's also the fact of we don't
They
know
were
if
very
there
keen on
are
being
any
there.
civilians up there. It is kind of the size of a city, so I want to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, let's go find them.
Syl busts out her flamberge in anticipation for this encounter.
So you guys start to travel deeper into the Undermist as you have before, and it starts to get cold. You come to the edge where the normal green grass gives way to snow almost in an instant, just a line drawn. As you step over, you're instantly freezing, except for Nathan, or everyone near Nathan. It
Nathan's
feels
just a
warm.
little chilly.
And you start to walk and trudge through the snow until you come upon a very familiar body of water. A river.
Okay.
Fuck. Why?
Don't look down. Don't look down.
That doesn't always help.
Down, don't look him in the eye.
Okay,
Please
what
don't
if I
look at me.
cover your eyes and then we just walk forward like that?
Okay, I don't know if that's gonna help. Okay.
Now, remind
Really
me what
don't think it.
we're dealing with
This-
here.
Bunch of undead fucks.
Yep, corpses. Lots and lots of corpses. My favorite thing on the planet.
Well, I was a little fuzzy from what happened, but I took a look down and then I really, really wanted to break the ice to let them out.
Yeah, me too.
But you don't actually want to do that.
All right.
Do you think your thing is still down there, Sil?
What thingy? The crowbar?
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
That was
think
mine.
Let's
and
not
look-
try and retrieve
important.
it.
I don't think that's important.
That was mine, and I got it
No,
back.
it's not. I'm
That was
just
my-
curious.
That was mine. I got it back because that was my primary weapon for a long
I was
time.
gonna say, Syl, you went down and got it. Don't you remember?
Yeah, because I touched the bottom. I remember that now.
Right.
And it
Right,
was really
right.
cold. And it
That's
was
really
really
weird
cold,
about
so
the
I
air
took
show.
my boots off.
Shit, yeah, it was.
All right, then we walk across and do not look at the bodies.
No. Don't like this.
I've learned how to penguin walks.
As you start to walk across, the light layer of snow that's on top of the ice gets brushed aside. Does anybody look down at their footprints?
No.
None at all?
No.
No. God.
Can you have Nathan, can you ask Mags to look down? Because then you
I'm
could like
not
restrain
subject-
Mags.
I am not subjecting my fucking child to.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No.
Okay. I said okay.
Why would
Because Max is badass, and I thought you could just hold on to her and she can check. That's all it does.
You realize that
Make you
she's
wanna-
got poison, right? That she could sting if she.
Well, that's not an optimal pet.
She's not a pet.
And remember, everyone.
That's not an optimal child.
Remember,
Alright.
everyone, to optimize your children and pets.
I was gonna say.
Realistic-
God,
If the
no.
Goa have taught me anything,
I-
optimize your children.
Jesus Christ. Realistically, I could probably look in on the area later when we're far
Yeah,
away.
later when we're far away.
All right. So nobody looks
Some-
down. You guys get across.
No,
Down,
Logan,
look
none of
Nobody's
us look
curious.
down.
No,
No.
I'm not
Alright.
really.
That is why I
I
said
mean,
I'll
I
look
am-
on it later. I have magic.
I'm
that
only
can do it
curious
later.
in. I'm only curious in the sense of I'm terrified at what actually happened, so I don't want to look.
If I weren't playing
Uh,
Owen, I would have looked.
All right. So you guys make your way across this,
Joseph.
and you start to walk into more snow. After a short while of walking, you start to see little splotches of red every so often, pools of blood of creatures that have been, well, destroyed
I hate that.
and drained, it seems.
Hey, are any of them?
You can't see the creatures anymore, just the blood.
Damn it. Okay.
It's them. It's the a-holes.
Love that for us. I agree with that
After
sentiment. I
short-
almost died.
Walk into this area, a couple of these bloody splotches start to move, hopping, creeping up out of the snow, are little gremlin-like creatures with blood red caps, large steel boots.
Please go away.
Oshin, you talk to him. You had good luck last time.
Oshin, you know that these creatures need very direct and forceful presence. What do you know? What word or phrase can you yell at them that is going to get them to stop in their tracks and actually take the time to speak with you? I remember their face, so it doesn't necessarily need to make sense to you or anyone else, just to them.
Just yell motherfucker really loud.
Threatened to call the Blue Man Group.
They're one weak, tall blue people. I mean, Ocean, go! They need their polar opposite. Polar.
If they were red, then their polar opposite would be green because that's the complementary color.
Well, you know what?
Mari's
All
eyes
right. All right.
I'm
Get out of here with your science and your facts.
With your damn color
I'm
theory.
blue
I was
and yellow. Those two make green. Excuse me.
So, the red caps, a couple more start to pop up out, and they start to run towards you, pulling out their weapons.
Okay. What Oshin says is a single word in Sylvan that basically means it's basically tread lightly because I have the really big heavy it's their word.
I love
Okay.
that.
Evidently, my die is only going to roll nat 20s tonight.
Oh shit.
So, as you say that word to them in this particular instance, they all stop and they all look at you very knowingly. They understand something more meaningful about that word than you do. And they all kind of start to just side eye each other. And several of them, other than one, backs off. He has this large, wide, white mustache and beard. He's got crooked and jagged and broken teeth. He comes up with his weapon, which is sort of a broken piece of metal that seems sort of like it used to be maybe some sort of blade, but now it's just sort of a jagged stabbing implement. It's rusty. He kind of comes up to you and he, using the weapon just as one might use a finger, he kind of points at you and kind of pushes it up against you without it actually hurting you. Do you speak Sylvan?
Actually don't. I speak Elvish.
Okay.
That's why I only know the single word.
Got it. Were you sent by the traveler?
Traveler? Which traveler? I know lots of travelers.
Very good. He puts his weapon away. What do you want?
I've got proposals for you and your folk. You and I don't know if you enjoy it or if it's necessity, but you drain the blood from a lot of things, don't you? Got a lot of people that need the blood drained from them, and I was wondering if you wanted to do the honors of it.
Others have come and asked this of us. We drained their blood. What are you offering that might be different?
There's an entire city. I don't know if that makes it any better.
Which city?
I'm blanking on the name. I don't know.
The other one or ours?
The other. I don't know. I don't remember if we know the name of the other one. I'm just forgetting.
I don't think you do. I don't think it's been given one.
No, I think we just called it the City Inn.
Well, it's a bit complicated. It's Corrosion City. I don't know if that means anything to you. Full of nasty soldiers. Nasty soldiers that want to... I don't know. They want to destroy this place for sure. Nothing for anyone.
We'll survive, nonetheless. We always do.
Well, see, the thing is, you see a good amount of blood, right? You get folks down here on occasion. You see a good amount of it. I don't think you've really been to war. And the thing about war is you'll see a lot more blood than you've ever seen before. More than I ever cared to. If you want blood, you just hit jackpot.
Our ancestors existed at the time of the Sundering. The caps of all mountains turned to blood. My people were born there. The promise of blood is not enough.
Anyone a spot on the mountain?
Want bones? A shiny rock, maybe?
He kind of steps over to Owen. Tell us about this mountain.
Well, there's quite a few to choose from, to be honest. We got mountains galore, but we can figure out exactly what kind you might like.
The tallest one.
I'd have to double check that there's no one that object currently living up there. But
How long will it take you?
well, how long would it take him to get to the tallest mountain he knows of and back?
Hey.
By flying?
Yeah.
I assume you met in the mountain range near you.
Yeah.
Flying, it would take about 3 days, maybe 4. Actually, probably less. Probably a day and a half, 2 days. Because I was thinking if you're walking it, then you're climbing. There's a lot more time in climbing than flying. So probably a day and a half to get up there.
I could pencil you in for day after tomorrow, probably.
Pencil you in. Sorry.
And you have the right to give us this mountain.
Well, I can talk to the people that do. And I've got a decent sway. There is one thing, though, is that your position on this mountain does not necessarily mean that it will not provoke conflict. If
I hope
prove
we
to be-
do.
Just saying, if you prove to be too much of a danger to our people, well, that would provoke its own conflict.
How close will we be?
Not too close. Certainly far enough we can keep our distance if we so.
Pity. We're still intrigued.
Oh, and there would potentially be opportunity to have, sport if, and she'll sort of like make a motion like a chalice, drinking from
Okay.
a chalice.
That is a good point, as we do have a little, tournament we like to hold that
Okay.
involves a good amount of violence, and I'm sure we could arrange for you to participate as well.
What do you want of us? Exactly.
Your aid in battle in the coming fight, and the protection
For how long?
until the enemy either surrenders or falls.
He kind of looks at the others, and they seem like they're not very happy with that answer. We've seen battles take years.
Well, then how about a week? Maybe 2.
Here or in your place?
Oh, in our
Our-
place probably be shorter than that.
That's where you'll. Yeah, it'll probably be shorter than that, but our place is where you'll find all the blood.
Fine. 1 week. We will come at your call. Just spill blood and say my name.
Is your name actually? Is it Red Cat? I don't want to. What
No.
is?
So he will then tell you his name. Owen? What's his name?
Jimothy.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
There's a reason we're best friends. There's a reason that we're best friends, Joe. We get each other.
I'm gonna go
We
tell
get
Gabby.
it.
Be
Get
right
the hell
God.
Oh my god.
Gabby and I have a little understanding now.
Oh, the Muppet Walk?
Um,
Yep.
so that was creepy.
I guess
so what was it?
it's ordained. Jimothy.
His name is
Jimothy.
Jimothy. It has to be now.
Schmebulok.
Schmebulok. Hey, Joe.
God, I haven't heard that name in so long. What the
Hey,
heck, Andrew?
Joe. Hey, Joe. I love you.
Yes.
I love you so much.
Your understanding is
Ah.
invalid. She marked.
I am Jimothy. I hate you both.
Can somebody please clip that? Can somebody please clip that?
My name is.
I literally never asked to have things clipped. I need to have that clipped.
It was either that or some call me Tim.
I think it's somebody clip all the times that Caden asked for things to be clipped and then end it with, I literally never ask anything to be clipped.
I have asked maybe 3 times.
Okay, I was going to say about 3 or 4 times was what I figured. Yeah, I don't think that's very many in 152 episodes.
Yeah.
Still, you said never. I was just all right. You said literally never. Literally never is removing yourself from the realm of hyperbole at that point. Okay, moving on.
All right, so we just
So
spill
Jimothy.
blood. Should we just spill blood and say Jimothy, and you'll come to our aid for a week?
Timothy Christmas.
Thank you, Frank Shout. Really appreciate it. We are on episode 152. You can go and see all of our other episodes on our YouTube channel, and we're about 8 episodes from the end of this campaign. So
So you can
but-
binge it.
you can binge it and then and see everything all
Not
at
like
once.
we
and then
have over 666 hours of fucking.
we've broken. We'll probably break 700 easy by the time we're done here.
Get a stomach bug. Watch Kill Heroes.
So yes,
Lots of
thank
time.
you.
Get a surgery. We got your back. Get it?
Hey.
All right. So you
Owen, I
managed
believe in
to
you.
get the red caps and get the Adamites to join you. Where are you headed next?
Okay, so did we actually convince the folks in Mistvale? Or no?
Well,
No, but
they're
they said
going
they're
to-
going to defend their border, so they'll be helping
Oh.
from the ground
Okay.
in that area.
Okay.
They want Ardion back, but that's going to require some sendings and some pirate convincing.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. That'll probably not be tonight.
High risk convincings.
Is there was there anyone else we need to take care of today that isn't worse than an
Well, I already offered my life to someone, so if we're going to talk to the Snow Queen, then someone else needs to do it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We have 4
I think
more
Nathan's
to
already done it too. We've got a couple of.
Oh, okay. So there's 3 more to do.
To be honest,
That
that's
might
Oh, and Mari's got the Baba Yaga. Okay. Oh, and you and me. We're the last 2 that get to
Wait,
pledge themselves to someone.
Oh shit! Oh, we're talking about. Okay, Jezebel.
Yeah.
Very-
technically, I
No,
have.
Am I seriously the only one that has not
Yes,
pledged
you-
their soul to somebody?
Hold on.
It's not my
so-
soul.
I just
Absolutely.
it just hit me.
Wow.
I could actually be the Garlock. I could be the Garlic Warlock.
Please be the Garlock! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Triple multi-class. All right, got it.
Fucking, I will make another goddamn deal if I can. I don't give a shit if this is my 3rd patron. I don't give a shit.
That
I
was
want to be
that
like.
was an epilogue.
All your powers
Mark,
are
leave that
against.
joke.
All your powers are like bonuses against vampires.
We're never beating that
Hey, my-
joke.
No,
My mom would be allergic to me. I'm so.
The Garlock. Oh fucking hell.
oh,
Jay,
Precision. Just the
Right?
precision strike.
you don't. Not often you make that type of joke, but when you do, it's like just
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
effective.
so.
It's super effective.
2 other people that are very much like that are Mike and Matthew Siebert. Matthew Siebert just has this way of just just stoicness and then unexpected, snarky, perfect, ironic sarcasm jokes. It's horrible and wonderful at the same time.
Okay, so Syl looks at her list of people that we could seek help from. All right, who do I want to pledge my soul to? Okay, since I'm the only one left.
well, I mean, to be fair, Oshin actually pledged his life, which is a very fair deal. I mean, worst case scenario, they got you to.
Yeah, if we honestly, I realize it's not a basic promise nothing, because if we fail, then we're all dead. So
And I mean, technically,
so,
Mari
you know-
hasn't. Technically, Mari hasn't pledged her soul willingly.
Uh-huh.
She was just kind of
But
born
it's
that
not.
way.
It's
So
not like
always
it's
an
available.
option.
It's
That
not
way.
available.
She hasn't technically pledged her soul to anyone, so it's an option, and she already has like a good
Oh,
reprieve
man.
with the Snow
You know-
Queen. You're not the only person. It's fine.
Okay, I just figured out
I'm
how
so
we get the
shocked
Baba
that
Yaga
Kit
to
did
show
not
up
yell
when
at
they're.
me.
What?
Nothing. It's fine.
Everything's
No, I
fine.
zoned the fuck out. What?
No. So I just figured out how we could have gotten the Baba Yaga to show up whenever we wanted to. Mari just had to pledge herself to a warlock patron, and the Baba Yaga would be like, "Bitch, you don't get this. This is mine." That would have been
Okay,
perfect.
Not
so
wrong.
we've got a game plan on Lamina, I guess.
I would prefer if at least one member of this new family wasn't sold to a goddamn devil.
Yeah.
please.
Me. You got the one.
I'm
There you
talking
go.
about the Brel line. I'm talking about the
Oh,
Brel.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant like the collective family.
Well, also that. Please. It was a terrible mistake. Not
Yeah.
Jezebel. Not Jezebel.
You know, I get shit for like having impulse problems.
That's both of us. What are we talking about? We're both terrible.
I haven't eaten paint in months. Okay.
Months. Qualifier is months.
It's not bad.
All right, so who's local? Is there anybody local besides maybe the Illithid in the mountains? But we need Lark for that if we're gonna make our chance.
There's the
best
goblins,
chance
but
to-
also that's also a lark thing. He probably just needs to walk in and say, "Hey, you want to help?" And they'd say, "Yeah, of course."
They'll be Yeah, like, yeah.
Is the chalice still up and existing?
Chalice is down. They took the whole thing on the road when it was shut down.
We could talk to Mizralok.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I can.
We totally. I forgot that existed.
See if Pesk and Mezek can make an appearance.
Maybe if they're hanging out together.
Oh, and the turtle dragon city.
I don't do a very good Huey, Dewey, or Louie impression, so Pest probably won't be here.
I want it so badly. I want it so badly now.
It's like Tessa can just play two characters.
There you go.
Listen,
Yeah,
I-
that fluctuation will
Whiplash.
destroy her vocal cords.
That would literally be the. Just
I tried that the other day. I tried to fluctuate from Syl to Adelaide, and it was really weird.
Listen, in one campaign, I had a character who talked like this,
And I went on, and then my other character sounded like this. It was fucking.
You literally sound like you huffed helium.
Yeah, that was
Oh yeah, I
really
can
good.
make myself. No, I can make myself sound like I'm on helium. It's really easy. I just gotta pull to the.
Nathan, I didn't know you had reduce. I'm sorry. I didn't do that right. Nathan, I didn't know you had reduce.
No, that's just him. Get it?
Oh my god.
Nathan,
Yeah,
you're
we
so
got it.
tiny.
Listen, Nathan is my one way I can experience being tall.
That's what these games are about. Is about living the fantasy.
Why do you think all of my PCs are?
If you wanted, Caden, if you wanted Nathan to really be a height power fantasy, you would have spent every time we were doing stuff like Nathan reaches up to the top book on the shelf.
Fuck off!
Nathan doesn't even need the ladder in the
I
library.
I played a 6'7" dragonborn. I played a 7-foot half orc.
You want to talk
gotta
about
really-
being
but you
short
gotta
and playing
live
tall
in it.
characters? You want to talk about being short and playing tall characters?
Yes, because I've played giant races. I've never played.
Owen's actually like
Good-
Oh, yeah.
5 inches shorter than I am.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're just a fucking giant.
All right.
It is.
Aren't you happy we walked down this path, Logan?
As you guys,
We're all like,
I just realized what time it was. So, as you guys start to make your way towards the center of the city, trying to decide exactly where to go, what to do next, everybody starts to feel this weird kind of static electricity.
That's not good.
My hair is already hot enough to deal with as it is. Stop it!
The yarn on Syl's hat is just like a little out of.
Well, shit. Is there any sign of
What's happening?
Nothing yet.
Can Mags?
Can I get a clarification? Yeah. Are we still in the Undermist? Where are we right now?
No, you're back in the city, the center of the city. You're
Okay.
on Barrel Run, overlooking what used to be for Three Shores Lake, the very very barren wasteland of a lake now.
Syl looks around, tenses, and just starts glowing. She's on edge. She doesn't like the idea of something else happening.
Yeah, I'm looking around specifically for Donovan at this point. Because of, I don't know, what he did yesterday. But also starting to, like, move.
Nathan is going to turn on his magic eyes and start looking the fuck around.
What's your range on that?
It's as far as I can see. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't
No,
think-
is it 30 feet? Is it
I
30
think
feet?
it's 120.
It's just detect magic
might
at
be wrong.
will.
No. This is True Sight at will, I think. Isn't it? Oh, you don't have
It
True
is
Sight at will?
detect-
What happened to your True Sight?
I don't have true sight. Oh yes, I do.
Callie,
Which is
I was
which is sight.
You have True
Yeah,
Sight.
you had an invocation that let you do that, didn't you?
You had something that let you have True
It's
Sight.
called
Absolutely.
witch sight. It's called witch sight. You can see the true form of any shape changer or creature
Yeah.
concealed by an illusion or transmutation. I'm gonna fucking try that for a hot second.
Okay, so it's just shape changers. It's not True.
And being
Or creature concealed by illusion or transmutation.
This is neither. So that doesn't work. Detect magic. There is a little bit of magic sort of everywhere right now.
What?
Little like, you know how sometimes when you like stare at the blue sky, you see these little tiny wisps in your eyes. I'm sure you know what they're called, and I don't, but that's fine.
It's like it's just spotting from your skin.
Okay.
It's just
There's actually
spotting.
technically
The
technical term
floaty,
for it. I
the
just-
floaty things.
The floaty things.
Yes, the spirit.
You see that every.
Can I tell it to? Is it abjuration?
1 second. 1
Conjuration?
second.
Let me just list off the bullshit I know, because I totally play spellcasters.
I like to be.
It's
You like to be
Uh,
particular about your magic bullshit.
if Nathan indicates there's magic everywhere, I am going to say,
Yep.
move, get out, and I'm going to.
No, he does. He does. He does.
it's gonna be
It
school
is
of
conjuration. And it seems like these little wisps and things are thicker. Like there's more of them around the around Three Shores Lake. As if all of the little wisps and things all around you start to kind of come and get pulled towards that area. Not quite there, kind of just up in the air above. The last time you felt static like this was right before Kyros showed up.
Hey, there's conjuration magic everywhere. Should we move? I feel like we
Yes,
should probably
yes.
move.
Oshin's like halfway down the street. Yes.
Yeah, come
As soon as there's magic
fucking
everywhere, Oshin
move.
took off. So, like,
That's what they do.
Oshin said, move, and ran. Like,
Syl just the glow sort of fritzes out and fades since she's not hitting anything or actually putting her anger towards something, and starts jogging towards Oshin.
Yeah, Mari's gonna pull Nathan and just go.
As you guys start to run, it does lighten here, Nathan. But as you look back, it's still very thick around that area, and you start to see, and then everyone starts to see, kind of crackling energy in the air, sort of a purplish sort of lightning that just kind of crackles and strikes around a sort of small sphere that appears there. I mean, it's small to where you are, probably
Can I cast
30, 40
counter
feet
spell?
across. You're way too far away. This is hundreds and hundreds of feet away.
Counter spell. I don't know.
Please don't.
One of the little wisps goes boop.
Thanks.
And is replaced by 15 more. I don't know.
This isn't a fucking Hydra, Angela. That would be literally the worst thing. I mean, I have a shit ton of fire magic, so it wouldn't be.
As the crackling builds, the sphere gets larger and larger. Do you guys get out of sight of it?
no.
I would try.
No, I'm gonna see what it is.
I want to see what it is, but I wouldn't want it to see me. I can do that. I cast invisibility on
You are
myself.
invisible.
Oh shit.
Ah, it's an at-will thing. I can.
Still has her flamberge out and is just like next to Owen.
Just
Yeah,
like, I'm not going-
Mari's just, if no one else is moving, Mari's gonna stay near and just be ready.
But you know, near a wall, so in case something gets shot at us, we can go. Boom.
Ocean can also use detect magic, so I'm also going to use detect magic and get out of the range of the magic.
It seems
Yup,
like
it's
no matter where
everywhere.
you look, it continues. You don't think you're gonna be able to get out of it before whatever happens. It takes another minute or so. This ball gets to an immense size. If it's anything like any of the other energies you've been seeing, it could easily destroy a large swath of the city. But you don't know what you can do about it.
Owen is ensuring that the guards are evacuating folks from the area.
There's only guards and military in the area. They're very organized in getting the fuck out of the way.
Unlike us, because we're idiots.
He just
As
said we
it
couldn't get out
builds
of the way in time.
and builds, and you feel, well, nobody really can, but they're getting out of this area. As it builds and builds, and the static just gets more and more, and you feel like pins and needles start to kind of spark all over your body. This is much more powerful than whatever Kyros used. And then
Really hoping this is a friend.
everything goes silent. You realize you can't hear anything, you can't hear each other. The entire purple sphere collapses down in and then bursts outwards in a blinding flash.
Nathan puts himself around Mari. He just.
As you look back and your eyes start to adjust, you see floating right above Three Shores Lake, only about 100 feet, the largest piece of air shell you've ever seen. Almost as large as the entire lake itself. All you see is the underside. Nearly a mile and a half across. As you pull back and look up a little bit, you can see what appears to be some sort of structures on the top. The boulder floats down slowly, and the tip of this convex crater-like shape pushes down into the crack and settles about halfway into the lake. Your sound starts to come back and you can hear again.
When the sound comes back, everybody just hears Syl like laughing.
Down underneath the city, somewhere you can see stairs that seem to go up from nowhere. It looks like they're broken off of something. Some sort of cavern that used to exist. Where it's rested, it seems to have plugged the hole in the bottom of the lake, and it starts to fill with water again, almost creating a moat around this pointed, jagged rock. By morning, the lake would be full again. The Goa are here. That's where we're going to end. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us on this very interesting evening. I know it wasn't, well, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. No, that was me, guys. Nothing on you guys. You guys did great. I was not my best tonight. I appreciate everything that you guys do for us and being here and being wonderful. I appreciate all of you, my players, and how amazing they are. I appreciate all of our new, amazing, wonderful people. And thank you so much Fragshout. Check out some of our other episodes. We've got a lot of doozies out there. Like I said, this was a good one. This was, but we also have better ones as well. I think, from my perspective as a DM, the players do great every night. I just don't feel like I was up to snuff tonight. I apologize. It's been a long week. So thank you everyone once again, and we will, I guess, see you very, very soon. We have tomorrow night. We have Saturday. We've got Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And then we have Tuesday the following week. And then we're into our finale. No, Wednesday the following week. And then we're into the finale. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more regular sessions, 2 finales, and then the epilogue. Very excited. I'd like to invite you to go over to nerdsmith.org, which is our network, which we're very proud to be a part of. If you want to see a bunch of other very cool shows over there, one that we highly recommend is Geek Thyself, which is a show with Heather and Russell from this show. And they do a weekly podcast where they talk about a new geeky subject every week, and they just kind of inform you and teach you about it. Using their knowledge and their research, just to kind of put together a quick half-hour show that kind of injects your brain with a little bit of trivia about that particular subject.
Since Russ joined, it's been a little longer than a half-hour episode. They've been having such a good time.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
It's
Because
so
there's 2 people now, it's like 45. So, but yeah, so go check it out. Geek Thyself over on the Nerdsmith Network, or you can get it wherever podcasts are sold. Wherever you get
Wherever
your podcasts.
podcasts are freely sold.
Freely sold, yes. Did we ever come up with a slogan
have,
for them?
like,
Keep
$2
thyself
in the
before you wreak thyself? That doesn't work.
No, it's not actively. Heather actively requested we
Actively
don't
stop.
do that one.
Well, then she better give me something better. Alrighty. So thank you guys once again. Let's see if we're gonna do a raid here. We will. Oh geez, we got a lot of people here. Hi everyone. We got lots of people here. So yeah, let's go ahead and go ahead. You guys do the talking thing for a little bit, and we'll go. Oh, you know what?
Those are some
I already know
nice
we're going. We're gonna go to
flowers.
Straticus because
Yes!
Tessa is over there. Woo.
So
Straticus. Also, Straticus is just thing.
Oh, yeah, we always raid Straticus when we can,
I love
but
that.
we are going directly.
We
over
love
there.
our dragon mom.
That is our dragon
She's
mom.
Centaur
Our
Mom
dice
today,
dragon mom.
but-
No, I'm saying that should be
Tonight's is
the.
our centaur mom. Oh yes, we love our dragon mom. Will be our cry tonight. And
Don't forget
so
all the
please join
eggs,
us
all the
there.
dragon.
All the dragon eggs. Drop your dragon eggs. If you are, I think you have to be a subscriber to drop the dragon egg.
All our
so
subscribers,
the
drop your
eggs, and we'll see you over there. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Very cool. Awesome. Good job, guys. Oh, I should stop the streaming.